Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Viewtravel training session. My name is Gonçalo Teixeira. I'm Viewtravel Marketing and Brand Director, and I will have the pleasure to be your host during this session. If you have any questions, this will be a muted session. Please put them on the chat icon, and at the end, I will do my best to answer all your queries and to reply to your questions. If we don't have time, or if the answers are not able to be presented during this session, we are available after this session, after this meeting, not only by email or through chat functionalities, but you can always reach our team or myself. I suggest you send a message to info@viewtravel.eu or to sales@viewtravel.eu, or if it's a more technical question, I suggest you send a message to support@viewtravel.eu. I also suggest you visit our webpage, the page that I'm presenting and showing on the screen. This is viewtravel.eu, and here you have several resources that I believe will be useful for a better understanding, a better product and platform understanding. You have here training resources. You have here our blog where we share news about new features, new releases, where we introduce our customers to new ways of using Viewtravel. Today we will have a training session about the new Viewtravel itinerary and program area. Like I said just a couple of seconds ago, if you wish to know more about these new features, you will have it here at viewtravel.eu. Before we start, let me just pass the message, and you have this information here at the website. You will see that I will introduce you to the new itinerary and program area, and you will see that this new area has not only a new look and feel, not only a new edition and navigation scheme, but lots of content. Very important, valuable content. So the numbers that you see on the screen are the ones of our database, what we call the Viewtravel Travel Media Library. So we have information, thousands and thousands and thousands of information, not only detailed information about destination activities, restaurants and hotels, but also pictures, high quality pictures and high quality videos that you can use to impress your customers and that you can use on your presentations, on your proposals, on your travel itinerary programs. For the ones that are new in this session, I will use the expression video view or photo view or only view. This is what we call an itinerary, a program, a presentation. So an offer or a presentation made with Viewtravel is could be a video view or a photo view. In a short way, just a view. The things that I'm going to show you, they can be applied, or they are applied, they are visible and available not only for the Viewtravel system or platform. Globally, we call this the Viewtravel suite, but also to ViewMice, that is focused on a specific type of persona that you may be working. If you are a TMC, a travel management company, if you deal with corporate companies, if you have a mice offer, you can use ViewMice, and the new options, this new release applies to all the Viewtravel suite modules. Also to the ViewTour module that is available to be used by tour operators. Okay, so this is viewtravel.eu. I suggest you come here. I also suggest you follow us on our social media channels. You can see here on the top of the screen that we have Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. There you have lots of training materials. There you have lots of videos of how you can use the system and how our customers are using the platform. Now I'm going to leave the website and I'm going to Viewtravel administration panel. I'm already inside my demo license. I've used my login credentials. If you are new to Viewtravel, if you don't have login credentials, if you wish to try Viewtravel for yourself, let me inform you that we have a 14 days trial program. So every customer that wishes to use the platform can try for 14 days and see if Viewtravel is feasible or fitable to his business needs. So I suggest you go to viewtravel.eu, go to pricing, or speak with me, or speak with our sales team at sales@viewtravel.eu and ask for a trial version. Of course, the trial versions have limitations. The demo that I have here is a full demo. Accordingly to my profile, I have the system configured with lots of options. Accordingly to the plan you are using nowadays or that you wish to use, the plan that you have subscribed, you will have more or less features. Today, I'm here to introduce you to the Viewtravel and itinerary area, the new one. But before that, let's just have a quick overview of the information that you have here because it's important to bring more value to your itineraries, to your presentations, to your offer presentation. So here you can manage all your agency details. This is where you define the agency options that are active or not. You can also manage the users here. Accordingly to the business plan that you have, you may have limited users or not. I suggest if you have this option active or available to use the banners. It's very important. You send an itinerary, you send a program, you send a package or a trip package, a presentation to your customer, but you also have another packages that may interest him, and you can add banners to your presentations. And these banners are really cool for upselling, cross-selling, whatever. You can use it to share information about your global offer or services that you wish to provide. You can also manage GDPR in the consents area. You can add your own apps. By default, we suggest several apps that you can download from the Google Store or from the Apple Store. You can also manage the logos accordingly to your profile. You can manage the suppliers. When you call suppliers, are the people there are so tour operators that you are working with or vendors that you are working with, and you can put the conditions, the terms and conditions, or the delivery conditions on your proposals. And this prevents a lot of hard work that prevents having you to attach, for example, a PDF to your emails. So I believe these are very interesting features that bring more value not only to the final customer, but it prevents mistakes and misunderstandings from your side. The global goal that we have, so we've created this solution with a purpose that is to help travel agencies digitally transform their sales processes. We are here to improve the sales process. This is a sales-centric solution. So look at this system as a system that brings in not only a new look, but helps you save time, prevent misunderstandings, and it helps you when it comes to impress customers, and when it comes to customer engagement. It really helps you with the interactions and helps you optimize the way you communicate with the final customer. Replace the email, replace the PowerPoint, use Viewtravel as a single system for your presentations. What we have here also, we also have thematics. This is very important, very interesting. Our travel agencies are creating specific thematics. They have partnerships with specific football clubs, for example, and they have agreements and they are presenting thematics about football clubs. Look, it's interesting. They have wedding thematics. They have family adventure thematics or themes, the ones that we are presenting by default. And if you register today to start using the system, you will see that we have their themes and thematics are only suggestions. in my opinion, you should use your own. You can also integrate with Google Analytics and see what people are doing. You can change the type of lettering that appears on the screen or the type of font. You can manage and define what text appears on your entrance page, so you can customize the look and feel when the customer is there, or your collaborators. You can manage all the file types, so the documents, the way they appear written, you can translate them in English, Portuguese, and Spanish, and then you can manage the user profile. Very important, accordingly to the type of profile or license that you have, you can manage the photos that you will be using on your presentations. By default, you have thousands and thousands in content, so we've created a solution to prevent you having to buy pictures. You don't need to create your own videos. You don't need to create videos. You can use the ones that are here, but according to the business plan you may be using, you can upload your photos, upload your videos, and you can also export information about your daily activities to an Excel file. So this is a global overview. I'm going to focus more on the travel and itinerary program. You have other videos available on our YouTube channel, for example, or even inside the platform on the training area that show you how to use the platform globally and in more detail. So let's go to my views. And at my views, I have here all my history, all my past. So all the views, and again, a view could be a video view or a photo view based on video and photo. And a view for us, it's a travel presentation, a proposal, an itinerary and program. So we will use this word a lot. And as you can see here on top, we say list of views. It's very simple to create a view. You just need to come here to the blue button on the bottom right side. You also have it available on the dashboard. If you go to the dashboard, you have here create view, right? So it's very easy to start the creation of your video views, and to prevent and to save time. And I do this a lot because some of the views that I have here were not created by me, were created by members of our team. I just use them. You have several ways of starting the creation of a view with content that you already have used in other presentations or for other customers. Not only views that you've created, but also views that your team has created. So if you go to views group, the views that are here are are presentations created by members of my team, and I can use them. I just need to come here and duplicate the view if I wish to use it. Very simple, very quick, and it saves and prevents lots of hard work. And here I have this option activated. Some of you don't have this. The views promotion is a specific license that the marketing team has, that Viewtravel marketing team has, that uses to create presentations, and then they share those presentations with me. We already have travel agencies using this, so the video views are created by a specific team and they share with their travel agents. So the travel agents just need to share the video views with the final customer. Of course, they can edit and adapt the video view to the customer needs and to their business needs. And I believe this is very, very interesting. So before starting the creation of a video view, what I'm going to do first is, what do you have here? If you click on this arrow, you have a description of the video view that was created. The green checkbox, when it's green, it's active. When it's gray, it's not active, but it's not deleted. So it's available for you to use in future presentations. If you deactivate, the final customer will not be able to open it. This is very important, very interesting, because the proposals have a time frame, and sometimes you don't want the customer to see it anymore. So you have this option available. You can always delete. If you come here to more, you have all the options to see the view, to edit the view, to duplicate the view, to download the view to a PDF. You can export all the information that you have used on your presentation to a PDF file. You can create several types of PDF accordingly to the place where you are in the platform. So there are different types of PDFs that you can export. The one here is a complete PDF with all the information that you have put it on your presentation. I'm going to delete this presentation. Cool. And what do I have here? I also have this one here. Let's look at this 3 days in Paris, the perfect itinerary for your first visit. So before starting the creation and the edition of the video view, I will show you the final result of the process of creating a very complete and full video view. So let's click here on the. Can I just have 1 second, please? I just need something to do here with CView. Can you embargo the proposal until a certain day? So give me just a second. I need to do here something in terms of configuration. Okay, guys, sorry, I had here a little problem. So what we have here is several options available, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this 3 days in Paris, the perfect itinerary for your first visit. If you have any questions, I will try to reply to them or answer them in the end of this session. If I see that I can explain immediately or give you the answer to the question you are putting on the chat button, I will do my best for that. So let's click on See View, and here it is. Okay, so you are okay. So here you have a Viewtravel video view. The video view is showing Paris, is presenting the city, is presenting the monuments, and the first look and feel that you have, it's not a long test, it's not a presentation based on words, and we've created this platform, we've created Viewtravel using the cliche or very well-known sentence that an image worth more than 1,000 words. In this case, it's a video that worth more than 1,000 words. So the first thing that the customer sees, it's not the itinerary, it's not the full description of the trip, it's not the reservation information. Of course, you can always click here, and when you put the left menu, and when you hide the left menu, you see the price. You have the accept option available, but you continue watching the monuments, you continue watching what you can do in Paris, the beautiful city that you have here, the Louvre, all the beautiful things that you can experience during this marvelous trip. So I've created this presentation about Paris, and even before going to the trip information, even before going to the detailed itinerary, what can I do if I wish, and if I want to share what I'm looking
just because I want to share this beautiful video with my virtual friends on social media, or with my colleagues in my company, or with my family, it's very simple. Or as a travel agent and as the creator of this proposal, if I wish to share this presentation on social media, I can also do it immediately. It's very simple. I just need to come here, and what can I do? I can share on Facebook immediately by clicking on the Facebook icon that you see here on the bottom right side, or I can click on Twitter that you can also see here. If you want to share this in another social media page, business page or personal page that you have, you can always use the URL here on top and copy it, and immediately you just need to copy paste on LinkedIn, for example, or Instagram, or any other area. It's very simple. Just come here, click on sharing Facebook, and automatically the Facebook page will open. If you are logged in your business Facebook page, it will share on your business Facebook page. Be careful, if you are logged with a personal page, the page you will be using is your own. So be careful with this. Okay, you can also share on Twitter, and if you want to send this video view to a colleague, to a customer, to a family member, you just need to click here on the send this view by email. It will not use your legacy email tool. It will use, we call it the email for better understanding. So basically it will use the communication system that we have here. It puts the name of the itinerary here. For the ones that already have the platform, you know that this is how it works. On the right side, I have here modifiable price. Some of you don't see this option here. I have it here because I'm using the tour operator package. So as a travel agent, I can send this presentation to a travel agency that I'm working with, and they can change the price or not. And I've added not only not my logo, but I've added the logo of the travel agency, so that they just can use the video view that I'm introducing them to their final customers. So this is View Tour option that is integrated nowadays in Viewtravel license. And here you have the picture and the information that you can always delete and change if you wish. So this is the look and feel. Here you have the text that I've added. So the name of the proposal, I've given a short description of what it is. Everything that you see here is controlled by you. You control what appears, you control the look and feel. In this case, I have here Viewtravel logo. You can have your own logo, of course. If I click here on the menu, I don't have any banners activated. If the proposal and itinerary has the banners associated, they would appear here on the right side, or in the central, in the middle of the page as a central banner. You control if you want them to go the way or the place you want them to appear. So going to the left side, okay, you can always accept the proposal. You, not the travel agent, but the final customer, of course. The look and feel that I have here, it's exactly the same look and feel that my final customer has. So when I'm creating the proposals, I use this as a confirmation of what I'm doing. So when I'm adding value to my proposal, when I'm adding a price, when I'm adding a reservation, I have the procedure that confirming if everything is okay for the final customer and if the final result is what I'm looking for. I can always accept this presentation or this proposal. On the top side, continue to have the proposal information, like always, the logo, and here you have the detailed description of the flight. You have egg and meal confirmed. Here you are traveling using Air France. Then I will be staying on an hotel in Paris, the Brighton Paris. I've confirmed this as a double standard room. And then you have the included services. These included services are the services that you have added to the itinerary and program. So here you already have some details about what is included or not included on your itinerary and program. So we will arrive to Paris, then we will be transferred to the hotel. We will have to check in, we need to check in at the Hotel Brighton and so on. Here we have lots of services. If you don't include this service as a closed package, and in this case I have this presentation as a closed package. If it's a dynamic package, we call it the dynamic price, you have it on the edition area. The final customer can choose the services he wants to move with. And you can always put a price for each one of the services that you are presenting here. And then he just needs to accept and go ahead with the presentation acceptance. When he clicks on accept, the accept budget button appears. One of the things that we have changed in this new release is on the other release, when you clicked here, you were printing or exporting to a PDF the full itinerary. Nowadays, we've decided to export, when you are in this page, only the budget information that you see here, to make it simple. If you wish to have the full presentation, you can always go to the My Views area and export the full presentation. Right. What do we have here now? So I've presented you the budget area. If you click here on budget, it will give you the same information that I've just presented you. Let's go to my trip. And the look and feel, it's basically the same, but we've made some changes. I have here the price, it's a closed price. I have here documentation, and accordingly to the type of module that you have, you can control if you immediately see the documentation or the full itinerary description or the full trip description. In this case, if you are using ViewMice, you have the three options available and you can use it accordingly to your business needs and customer profile. In the case of Viewtravel, by default, this is the look and feel. So here I have some insurance information that I've attached to the proposal, and it's very simple. I believe you are watching my screen. Okay, so continuing, what do we have here? We have the destinations. If you click, you have the description of the reservation. So you have the full description of the reservation details. I've added this information manually to this presentation. If you have an agreement with the GDS that we are working with, you can always import the PNR data or the ticket data to your presentations. And so you don't need to put them manually. You need to have an agreement with the GDS, and you need to have credentials to the APIs provided by this GDS that allows us to put this information here. So if you want to know more about import or integration from GDS, we are available, or you can always request more information to your account manager to better understand what is import PNR integrations. Here, we continue to have the information about the destination. So I'm going from London to Paris. You have the detailed trip information here. These blocks, you can control what appears and what doesn't appear on your dashboard or control panel. We keep we continue presenting currency information, average meals, communication information, safety information. If you don't want to share a block with the final customer, you can always remove it from here, from the dashboard panel. One of the things that we have done, let's just click here also in the hotel. So this is the hotel information that I've added. I have immediate access to the photos about the hotel. These photos are provided by Viewtravel Library. These photos were not added by me. And then you have the itinerary and program. This is new. We've decided to put here a brief description of the itinerary. In my case, I believe this is very, very important because I have to do a lot of things at the same time, and I need to have quick information. So what am I going to do in day one? Okay, I will arrive to Paris, then I will go to the Eiffel Tower. Okay, cool. I go to the Louvre, and I go to Champs-Élysées. Fantastic. Oh, will have a dinner and a great show in the end of the day. On the 11th, what will I do? So you have here a full description immediately available of the itinerary that you can use on your and that you can see on a smartphone very quickly instead of having all the pictures or videos or long text descriptions. This is very useful in my opinion. If you click on the cross, there, let's go to the itinerary and program. So instead of having that simplified way of seeing the itinerary and program, that you have an integrated way of looking at trip information, of course. When you click on an itinerary and program, now you have a new look and feel. On the top of the screen, what do you have? You have first day, day one. This text was written by me. Day two, Notre Dame Cathedral. Then we will go to Montmartre. And on day three, we will visit Versailles. In terms of day services or activities or what I have to do each day, it's very simple. Arrival to Paris, airport formalities, arrival to Paris. In this case, I have here a video. I can always, and I should watch the video because the video will give me lots of information visually, information that sometimes it's not here. Look, here I only have airport formalities. This is a single, very simple text that I've put it here. Now let's see the other activity. Then I will be transferred to the hotel. Okay, here I have a bus. Cool. Then I will have the check-in at the Hotel Brighton. Next, I will pinch me in Paris. This is an introduction about Paris. The text here was written by me, but the about Paris information comes immediately from the Viewtravel database. So this is information that we have and that you can use and that you should use to prevent having to write or search for this information in third-party websites. This is something that I've used. So you can gather information of your own, and that already exists in the system to create your presentations. Okay, Eiffel Tower, then a picnic in Champ de Mars. Great. Then we will have the Louvre with lots of suggestions. I've decided to put lots of suggestions accordingly to my experience in Paris. So if you are an art lover, you can take several hours and enjoy. So I'm working as a travel advisor. The itinerary and program area works as a travel advisement solution. This is where you put all the additional information, all the suggestions that you want to share with your customers. Of course, you have this information here in English. I have written this in English. If you write in Spanish, it will appear in Spanish. If you write in Portuguese, it will appear in Portuguese. If you write in French, it will appear in French. This information here appears in the language that you write. The information that you take from the database, accordingly to the type of language that you are using, and that you look. If I click here, on the bottom, and I will just reply to the language options question. You have the system available in English, Portuguese, and Spanish. When you change to Spanish, the solution, oh, I need to, okay. The solution automatically appears in a new with a new language available, Mi Viaje. And if I go to Mi Viaje, my trip, Destinos, and I'm going to London, for example, and I look for information about Paris, France, look, it's in Spanish. So the default information provided by Viewtravel Media Library and Database is um, is available in 3 languages. You can use the predefined texts. You can change them, you can edit them, and I will show you in just a couple of minutes. So let's go again to the itinerary on the left side, itinerary and program. What do I have here? I have immediately a global view of the first day. If I click on this arrow, because I have more services, they will appear. So I will have a visit to the Place de la Concorde here. This picture was put by me, and I will have in the evening we will go to a really cool event, a show. This picture is provided by the service provider, the show provider, accordingly to the provider, the activities providers that we are working with. We are working with Civitatis, Get Your Guide, with Musement. We have thousands and thousands of activities there, and this is one of them. And this text here was put it by them. I can change it, of course. So I already shown you, day 2. We are going to all these beautiful places. Some of them have pictures, some of them have videos. You control what appears and what doesn't appear in your really cool presentations. Okay, so let's go to the itinerary and program area final day. Here it is. I've put it here, a dinner and several options. On the left side, you continue to have full access to videos and audio guides about Paris, France. Oh, let me just change the language. Move it to English. You have the videos and audio guides. In this case, because I'm presenting information about Air France, we have a partnership with them. The videos about Air France also appear, so they are selling their offer and introducing their offer to our customers. And if you wish to know more about Paris, France, you have immediate access to a video about Paris. Do you want to know more about, for example, Disneyland or Global Paris information? Here it is. So lots, thousands and thousands of really cool videos that you can use on your presentations. And if you want to have a video about the country, you are visiting Paris, but you can also learn more about other places in France. We have several travel agencies that are using Viewtravel as a learning system, as an e-learning system. So the travel agents are coming here. They are not reading the texts. They are just watching the movies to better understand and to better know the destinations that they are presenting to their customers. The goal with Viewtravel is to inspire your customers to buy, and is to help them live their experiences virtually before they can do it physically, so before they can travel. And for example, in the last couple of months during this, and now during this pandemic, because it hasn't ended, lots of travel agencies were using Viewtravel video views to share with their customers the beautiful destinations that they are anxious to visit. They are sharing on Facebook, they are sharing on social media. We have other services that you can also use, and you can pick up videos from the database and put them on your web page. You can integrate Viewtravel video views on your web page. We have several options available using Viewtravel API, using Viewtravel iframe. If you wish to know more on how to integrate Viewtravel with your social media pages, with your web page, you can reach me through the email sales@viewtravel.eu or marketing@viewtravel.eu, and we will explain you how to do it. So how do I create all these things? You have the photos, you have the map, and the route available for the ones that are here for the first time. And when you click here on the right, and if the hotel has videos, the videos will appear here on the left. So you have a very complete presentation that you can use in several ways. You can just share a video with your customers without any price, without any flight information, without any itinerary. If you wish to complement the information you are presenting with travel information, of course, you can do it. If you wish to add hotels, if you wish to add information about cruises and about ships, you can do it. We have thousands and thousands of information and data about cruise lines and ships. You can show just an itinerary. It's not mandatory to put a price. It's not mandatory to use to detail the trip with flight information. You just use the platform accordingly to your business needs. We have customers using this platform in a way that it's completely different that I'm doing nowadays. So I'm working as a travel agent. They are using the platform. They are sharing the platform with their customers, and the customers are creating the video views themselves. And in the end, they share the video view with the travel agent. They don't know the price, they don't know the reservation, they don't know the ticket. They just create the type of trip they wish to do or perform, or they just watch the videos, because we also have travel agencies just using these video views, for example, to share information about destination in their physical stores. So in a screen, and a big screen, and an LCD. So there are lots of things in our website at viewtravel.eu, and also at our YouTube channel. You have several videos explaining how you can use Viewtravel not only on your digital marketing campaigns, but also in your daily activities. Now, how do I create all these things? I'm going here to Edit View. And on the Edit View area, the first step, so all these steps are here just as a suggestion. They are not mandatory. You can create your proposal just by putting here a name, putting a departure. It's mandatory in all the presentations because the system is designed this way. And then destination, I'm going to Paris, France. Cool, it's a video view. It could be a photo view. It could be a thematic or a theme, but I'm not going to put it. I have here the overview that you saw on the entrance page of the video view. Destination, it could be a cruise line. We have several information about cruise lines. Africa, lots of cruise lines here. It's not a cruise line. And a cruise and a stay. So I'm just going it's a destination setup. I've put it a departure date and return date. It's not mandatory. I've put it a total price. In this case, it's closed price. I can always put price from to save myself and to prevent myself from having misunderstandings. I have here the proposal number 123, and I have here the third party number. So I'm not going to edit this particular proposal that I'm showing you. I'm just going back to the dashboard. I'm going to my views, and what I'm going to do is I'm coming here, 3 days in Paris, click on more, duplicate the view. Instead of being 3 days in Paris, the perfect itinerary, I'm just going to put here 3 days in Paris. Cool. I'm using a video view that was already created, so I suggest you do the same to save lots of time. Of course, the dates may not be okay because they may be they are not actual, but if they are, just keep them. I'm going to keep all these things here. I have this third-party number here active, services included and not included. This is where you can write the services that are included or not. They will appear on the budget area. On the other version, we have this option integrated in the itinerary area. We believe this is the right place to be. So, sorry, because when you are presenting just the budget with flight information and you don't want to present an itinerary on the other version, you were obliged to go there and write the services included and not included. So here you can put them. It's very simple. In terms of files and terms, you can always attach files to your proposals like we are doing. In this case, I'm not going to attach any documentation. You can always add some general conditions or tour operator conditions if you have them to your proposals. I'm not going to do this. In terms of transport and hotels, I'm going to use the flight information that I had on the other proposal. Of course, I have here vegan meal confirmed. I can edit this detail. In terms of hotel information, I have it here. Let's keep it. And I want this segment to be active and not be defined as stopovers. And I want videos about Paris to be presented in my video view. So it will use this video as this destination as the primary destination of the video view, because he knows it's by default he always puts round trip. So he's using London as the go back home segment. You can always delete this or put this as a stopover. In this case, it's a price per $1 adult. I can always change. I'm just going to keep it this way. So let's go to the itinerary and program area. And here you have a new and completely different look and feel. Sorry. And you can always change everything that you see on the screen. It's not mandatory to put the information in a way that I'm putting. You control what you wish, but there are some rules. So this is the place where you give a name to your itinerary. I said that the presentation was 3 days in Paris, but for the itinerary area, I just want to keep it this way: the perfect itinerary for your first visit. It's not mandatory to use the proposal name. On the right side, this is the information informing this checkbox is informing that the itinerary is active and available on your video view. If you don't wish to share, you just need to click here and deactivate. Automatically, this checkbox is activated if you use or if you add a service to the itinerary. You can export the itinerary to a PDF. I have the view as the travel agent. So this is where the travel agent or the marketing team creates the itineraries. For better working process, you can always expand the board to have a better view. So here you have lots of room. If you click on expand board, you can always have more information on the screen. Great. And immediately, accordingly to what you are doing, you can always preview the itinerary. If you click on this arrow, you will go back to the page of the itinerary. Now, how does it work? Left column, day by day. Middle column, it's your itinerary. Right column, drag and drop library. You have several different ways of doing it. You can add new services, clean and blank new service, or you can use the drag and drop library area. Before I'm going to do that, I'm going to click here on day 2 so that you can see the differences. Day 2, I'm going to put this. Day 2, day 1. Day 3, Versailles. Okay, this is day 3. If you don't like the name that appears here, or if you want to complement Versailles guided tour, okay, I'm changing. You don't want to present these services for the 12th of July. You click here, you can always change to the 13th of July. Cool. If you wish to delete a day, it's very simple. You just need to remove here the full day. If you click on this trash can, you are removing the service or the activity. This is one of the activities that I've added here. In this case, this Versailles private half-day guided tour is an activity that is available on Viewtravel system. It's provided by one of our partners, Civitatis, Amusement, or Get Your Guide. How do I add a visit to Versailles? Let's remove this. Very simple. Now, you can always create a new service from scratch. New service, destination. Where am I going? I'm going to Paris, France, Versailles. I'm writing manually without using any of the content provided by my providers. Okay, I can always put here time, 9 a.m. if the service is included or not in the package. I can always put a price, for example, 120. Cool. And I can always put a visit to Versailles. Great. I can change the look and feel. And let's put, okay, a visit to Versailles. Now, I wish to add a photo. Now you have access to several photos. The two photos that you see here are photos that I've put it and uploaded using the drag images, videos, or click upload feature. These photos are photos that I have in my computer. Let's click here and let's select this photo. Let's click on save. Automatically the photo appears here in this service. Let's confirm in the itinerary if everything is okay. Let's click on preview itinerary. I did this on the last day, 3. Look, Versailles, with the text that I've written. And when I click, I have 9 a.m. Versailles and the text that I've written, a visit to Versailles. Well, okay, this is simple. Now let's go to click here on the pen and let's change the photo by a video that we have on our travel media library. You can always upload media. You can always upload your videos, your photos. I'm going to use this one here, Paris. Save. And now I have a video associated to this activity. Let's click on itinerary and check what happens. Let's go to day 3, Versailles. Look, if I click, I have here okay? So the video is here. Let's go back. Now, I don't want to use this service that I've created. Okay, I can always do this. Let me just show you something. He's thinking, come on. Okay, I can always come here, click on photos, and like I said, I can always take some photos from my computer. Let's use this one. This one is, it's the one that is here. Let's use this one, open. Okay, cool. I've uploaded this photo. Let's use this photo here, save. The photo has changed very quickly, very easy as you can see. Now, another thing, a really cool thing that you can also do, a visit to Versailles. I'm going to add a photo to the text description. I click here on picture. I can put here a link to the system that has this photo. Let's click on choose photos from file. Let's use this one, open. Here it is. I'm going to put it 100% so it stretches to the full screen or uses the full capability of the photo. Let's go to the itinerary. Here it is, 3rd day with the new picture from Versailles, here, and here the photo that I've just attached. So this is the manual way and the hard way of doing things. Now let's simplify everything. And be careful, because if you don't like this service here, you can always drag to here and drag to here and drag to here, right? And put it here. Let's delete this service. Cool. Now, what I'm going to do is add a new service to this particular day. I will have a dinner and drink at Le Marais, but before doing the checkout, I want to go to a show. the Parisienne, the show that I had on the other side. Let's go to the drag and drop library. And now our suggestion is that you use the drag and drop library. So instead of starting from scratch, if you get used to the drag and drop library, you will see that you will never stop using it. So I basically don't use the new service option. If I want to put information about Paris, I come here, Paris, and now answering to one of the questions of the chat, if you can edit if you can edit the pre-formatted info available, you can do it. So let's do it. Let's pick up here Paris, and let's put it here on the top, or let's put it here, or let's put it here, Paris. Great. And now what I'm going to do is click here, and let's see what has here. It has written Paris, but I want to put here Paris Eiffel Tower second floor access. No. Well, I can put it. Now you have information about Paris. Look, you can, for example, just remove this part of the text or add a picture to this part of the text. Cool. You can always put an hour if you want. Clear a service. And let's come here to photos and videos, and let's use this photo from Paris. And here it is. Let's see the final result. Let's go to the 3. And here it is. Paris Eiffel Tower second floor access with Wi-Fi. So I can change what I want to put here. And this is part of the text that was available by default associated to the destination. This is the picture that I've added, and this the other text that was also available. You can write your own texts. The texts that I have here, this one here, was from the activity, from the restaurant, provided by the restaurant, but this picture was added by me, and this text here was added by me. Here, options for your afternoon in Paris. This text was completely put it by me. This is a video that I decided to put it here also. And this picture was also added by me, and I put it here several suggestions, and I put it here several pictures. You can use the content that we have available on the database, or you can use your own content. Cool. What do I want to do here? Let's go to day 1. Day 1, what do I have? I arrive to Paris, then I go to the hotel. I have a check-in at the hotel. If I click here, I have hotel information and information that I've also added about the hotel that I had on my presentation. This one here. No, sorry, this information is full. It's given by the hotel. I haven't changed this one. I have changed the other ones. So I click on back. Be careful. Every time that you change something, let's put a photo. You need to click on save. If you click on back, it will not save. Look. So you need to click on save. Don't forget this particular point. And now what I'm going to do. So after having the check-in, I'm going here to the drag and drop library. I can always put here a cruise and a ship. Let's do a crazy thing. Let's click on ships and let's see what you have here as the Mara journey. So let's put here a ship. Of course, this doesn't make sense, but it's just for you to see that we have this content immediately available for you to use on the drag and drop library. If I click, I have all the information about the ship. Let's remove because this doesn't make sense. Now let's go to hotels. Do I wish to add more information or put another hotel? Very simple. I have here several options available. I can always search continental, and here it is. And I just need to drag and drop. And instead of having check-in at the Hotel Brighton, back, I'm going to delete. I'm going to have a check-in at the Hotel Intercontinental. And when I click here, and if I go to photos and videos, our travel media library gives you photos about the hotel. And if the hotel has a video, it will appear here. You can always upload your own photos, of course. And you can always change the text that appears here. Look, I haven't written anything. Back, more things, hotels. Now, activities. What do we have here? We have, I can see all the activities, or I can filter by Civitatis activities, Musement activities, and Get Your Guide. We are at this particular moment, we have an integration with all these three entities, and in the next couple of weeks we will have more than 60,000 activities available for you to use. And the cool thing about the activities, it's what I'm going to do now. The activities provided by the service providers. Let's look at the Parisienne. Let's see. Show. Let's see what we have here. Crazy Horse, Paris, 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 Lido. Let's click here and let's put it here. Look, this photo was provided by one of these entities, Civitatis, Musement, or Get You Guide, or Your Guide. In this case, these are services provided by Civitatis. Let's put it here. Cool. This one here, I don't know. How do I know? Let me just show you a great feature that we have added to the itinerary program. Do you see this blue icon here? Booking. If you click, you are moved to the website that is providing this service. This is not the best example because the activity doesn't have the price immediately available here. I'm not a Get Your Guide user, so I'm not logged in. I'm not able to know the price immediately. Let's see if this one here has. Here it is. Civitatis. The other one was Get Your Guide. What can I do here? If I have an account in Civitatis, I can immediately purchase this activity. And this is 155. What am I going to do? I'm going to click here. I'm going to enter a price and I'm going to put a markup. So I'm selling this by 200. So we give you the option of immediately buying the activity that you wish to present to your customer. And I believe this is really, really useful. Not only you have the ability to buy, but you can always use the activities, you can always use the photos, you can always use the pictures, and this saves a lot of time. Instead of starting from scratch in new service, use the options that are here and play with them. Paris City Night Tour. Okay, I wanna, because the final customer, he doesn't see this here. Let's see. So this is day one at Eiffel Tower. This is what the customer sees. Okay, so here it is. This photo was presented by them, so sometimes we don't control the photos they send us, and so be careful when you upload the photos. And this information here is provided by the service provider, Civitatis. Cool, here it is. And if you don't like, or if you don't want to buy, in this case was provided by Get Your Guide, sorry, you can always remove. Cool. Another thing, restaurants. You can search by name, or you can search by all the restaurants. Where are we going? Load more. Load more. Load more. Here it is. Let's choose this one, Joe Burger. Let's click here. Enjoy a meal at Joe Burger. Cool. save. And here it is, as simple as this. The activities you are able to purchase. The restaurants, no. In this case, they are in our travel media library. If an activity includes a restaurant provided by one of these providers here, of course, you can immediately book because they have a dinner at a particular place. You have so these are packages that they are offering. It's a day trip to Disneyland, for example, and you can always come here. You can always purchase. Look, it has a price. Very interesting. You can add it. Let's click here because at Disneyland, you can always, because this is a particular point that I want to pass you. Every time that you use an activity provided by the provider, they send us the pictures associated to the activity, and when you have videos, the videos associated to the activity. If you wish to create an activity, a day trip to Disneyland, and let me just use this here. Let's copy this back, and let's eliminate this day trip to Disneyland. If you want to do a day trip to Disneyland, and you don't want to use one of the providers, you can always come here to new service and do it from scratch, of course. But what do I do? What do I like to do? I like to do this. I come here to countries, I click here, and I put it here. Let me just do something else, means of transportation, and now let me just come here. Okay. Why are you not accepting me? It's the okay, here it is, sorry. So I come here, I click here, day trip to Disneyland. If I wish, I keep this information. What I do is I put my own information, Loren Ibsen. This is just a demo, Dolore. Beautiful. And then I come here. Instead of showing a picture, I put here search by Disney. Oh, I don't have it here. Wow. Okay, I've made a mistake, sorry. Instead of using Paris, I'm going to close. I'm going to countries, regions. Instead of Paris, France, I'm going to write here Disneyland because you can search by destinations, by places, by towns, by villages, by mountains. I should have put it here. So I want to present a video about Disneyland. Look, Disneyland Paris, France. I can use what you have here. If I click, you have information about Disneyland. Look, cool. I'm just going to change this visit to Disneyland Paris. And let's see the photos that we have here. Okay, I'm not going to use a photo. I'm going to use a video about Star Wars. Great. This is day one. Let's see the final result. And here it is. Visit to Disneyland Paris. With the text and the and now it's time to just finish. Oh, let me just show you something. So you can add countries, regions, cities, towns, theme parks, places, rivers. You can add ships. You have hotels. You have all the activities provided by Civitatis Amusement and Get Your Guide. You have the restaurants and you have the means of transportation. It's very simple. Do you want to go to Disneyland by train? Cool, you have it here. And now let's see the final result. How do I see the final result? Click on See View. And here it is. 3 days in Paris. If I go to my trip, I have the itinerary and program. Look. Here it is, the 2 new ones that I have put it here, or enjoy a meal with burger. So every change, anything that I do on the itinerary, on the budget area, on the presentation area is reflected in my video view. And this is very useful because instead of sending an email and another email or reaching by phone, you just need to do the changes here and they are automatically reflected on your customer system on his smartphone or his computer, whatever. It just needs to have a browser and to access Viewtravel. Cool. So we already passed some time from the expected finishing hour. Let me just look at some questions that we have here. David's not here anymore. Okay. Language options. Okay, you can add it, of course. One of the questions that we don't have here, David, he went away, so he left. But we have some questions put in by him. I will try to reply them by email if I can. And it's very interesting. He's asking if it's possible to add other languages than the ones that we are currently using. Of course, it's possible, but this will be a tailor-made project. We will need to fully translate the platform. Nowadays, we have English, Spanish, and Portuguese. So if you wish to have a translation program with us, or if you we can speak about it. As you know, each language has this particular way of presenting the information. So we need to evaluate and calculate the risks of changing to a particular language. But everything is possible, of course. Our custom development team can always do it. And in terms of questions, one of the things that I would like to say to you, and it's here, this area here. I haven't explained this on this presentation. The accept button. The accept button. Well, when you accept, you are not finishing the reservation. So you are not putting the reservation in a completely in a different queue, or you are not closing or booking or buying a ticket. You are informed as a travel agent. You receive an email that someone accepted that proposal, and then you need to manually do it. So this is important to clarify. If you have any questions, if you have any additional queries, please send us an email to sales@viewtravel.eu, and we will be glad to help you with that. So from my side, ladies and gentlemen, be happy, and thank you very much for attending this session. Thank you. Take care. Be happy.